Children, now let us discuss digestion in human beings. Human beings generally ingest the food material through mouth. From there, the food material enters into a long coiled tube-like structure called alimentary canal. Human digestive system comprises of two main parts, that is alimentary canal and the digestive glands. Let us see the parts of alimentary canal. Buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, rectum and anus. Alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends in anus. Alimentary canal in association with digestive glands called salivary glands, liver, pancreas, stomach and intestinal gland comprises the digestive system. Mouth and the buccal cavity. In mouth, we have different types of teeth which help in proper mastication of the food material. The bigger food particles are converted into smaller pieces by chewing process. Action of saliva on food. Saliva is acidic in nature, which kills the microbes that entered into a food material. Saliva is secreted from salivary glands that are present in your buccal cavity. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase, which converts starch in the food material into simple sugars. Next come tongues. Tongue have various taste buds which are useful for us to detect the taste of various food particles like spiciness, sour, bitter, saltiness, sweetness, etc. And the other function of the saliva is to direct the food material into the esophagus. Esophagus. The food while entering from buccal cavity to esophagus, a flap-like structure called epiglottis guards the entry of food material into the windpipe. And through wave-like motion called peristalsis, the food enters into your stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure where the food material is stored from half an hour to 2 hours of time. In this half an hour to 2 hours of time, the gastric juices and HCl is secreted and digest the food material in the stomach. HCl kills the bacteria that enters the food material, and digestive juices helps in digestion of the food material. After the digestion in stomach completes, the food material enters into small intestine. The opening and closing of the stomach is guarded by sphincters called pyrolic and cardiac sphincters. From stomach, the food enters into small intestine. Before the food enters into small intestine, it mixes with the bile juice and pancreatic juice. You can see there, the bile juice and pancreatic juice are added to your food material. Liver secrete bile juice, which is stored in a small bag-like structure called gallbladder. Pancreas secrete pancreatic juice. Both the bile juice and pancreatic juice enters into the small intestine through a common opening called hepatopancreatic duct. Pancreas is leaf-like structure which is seen on the screen. Later, the food material enters into your small intestine. In small intestine, the complete digestion of food material takes place. The digested food material is absorbed in the small intestine itself. The final digestion takes place in small intestine. The food consumed is digested and absorption of food material takes place in the small intestine. In small intestine, number of finger-like projections are present which are called as villi. Villi is richly supplied with blood capillaries which absorbs the digested food material and supplies the digested food material to all cells in the body. You can observe the food particles are being absorbed by the blood. Children, remember, the food is absorbed in liquid state. The undigested and unabsorbed food enters the large intestine. See, you can see the food entering into your large intestine. The main function of the large intestine is to selective reabsorption of the mineral nutrients and water. And by the time the undigested food material reach the rectum, it gets solidified and ejected out through an opening called anus. That's the end of digestive system. Thank you.